So it's a new year, guys, and it's time to do my favorite thing of the year, contribute the maximum allowable amount in our TFSA accounts. So to determine how much you could contribute in any given year, the formula is always the same. It's your unused contribution room from last year plus any withdrawals you made from last year plus the new government allowance, right? So it's pretty straightforward. We already know that the new government allowance this year is once again $6,000. So all you really need to do is figure out how much money you withdrew last year from your TFSA and how much leftover room you didn't use last year, if any, right? So add those three values together and voila, that's your new contribution limit for 2022. So for my TFSA, it's $13,527, and for my wife's account, it's $16,405, the amount you saw in the title of this video. So in this video, I will show you guys from A to Z my annual TFSA routine as a passive income investor whose TFSAs are always maxed out. So I know what you're thinking. How the heck do you have a $13,000 or $16,000 contribution room when the new government limit is only $6,000 and your TFSA was already maxed out last year? Well, I'll show you that in this video because it's quite simple. I've said this several times. As a passive income investor, you can easily grow your TFSA contribution room every year yourself by never touching the principal of your TFSA, thus growing your TFSA room over time. So in order to take, what's the point? Well, it's really in order to take advantage of more and more tax-free passive income, right? So I'll show you a couple of things in this video, guys. Number one, the easiest way to figure out how much you withdrew from your TFSA last year so you could determine your own TFSA contribution limit for 2022. Number two, how to easily move funds from your non-registered cash account into your TFSA account in order to max out your TFSA room once more in a flash. And number three, how I keep growing my TFSA room every single year so more and more of my passive income is tax-free. And I'll show it to you live right now. Everyone, so I'm in my wife's account. I will actually show you my TFSA routine live using my wife's account. I'm doing it with my wife's account because I already did it for mine already. So first things first is to know what your unused contribution room is from last year. So for my wife's account, it's $773.74. Now to figure out very easily what your new, what you withdrew last year from the TFSA, you will need your December TFSA statement. So in TD, it's very easy to find it. I could actually show you. You just go to accounts, documents. You will have, here it is, your total withdrawals year to date for 2021, right? So since this is the December statement, you have all your withdrawals for the year. So I withdrew from my wife's TFSA account $9,631.54. So we add that to this amount here. So 773 plus 9631.54. That's what we withdrew last year from this TFSA account. And we have to add $6,000, which is a new government limit, right? The new allowance. So if we add $6,000, voila, guys, that's where you get the $16,405 amount. So what does this mean? Basically, I could move $16,405 worth of stuff from my cash account to the TFSA account. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So, you know, what we usually do is we try to move the stuff where we're either broken even on, or things that we don't have much capital gain, and things that are high yield. We like to put the high yield stuff in our TFSA account. So the first one that stands out here is Financial 15. We have a little loss on it. So if I transfer it, there's going to be no tax consequence whatsoever. And it's about $4,000. So all you do is account, securities transfer, select account, cash account, and we want to transfer it to the TFSA account. That's step number one. You hit continue. It'll ask you for the stock symbol. We put FTN. Here it is. It even tells me how much I have, 339 shares. I want to move all of it. So 339, which like we saw, the value is about 41.25. So we hit continue. We hit confirm, and voila, I just moved 41.25.63 from my cash account to my TFSA account. So this is literally like, it's exactly like I made a $41.25, a $4,125 contribution. So now if we just go to the TFSA account and click on activity, we should see that here. Here it is. You see contribution. We literally moved 339 shares, 41.25.63. So out of this amount, we minus 41.25.63. We are left with $12,279. So let's go back to the cash account. Another thing I think is a good idea. Yeah, you could see that the quantity is 0 now, right? Because I moved it. So next thing to move, I want to move Innovalis REIT. It has a value approximately of $57.95, and I'm only up $300 on it. So the capital gain that's going to trigger is probably about $100 or something like that. Because, you know, capital gains, you only pay 50%. So half of 303 is about $150. So a maximum I'll pay is probably about $100 or even less. So let's move Innovalis REIT. Another reason why I want to move this one is because some of the income that this particular REIT generates is foreign income, because all of the properties are outside of North America. So this REIT has a lot of foreign income, which is not taxed very well. So I'm going to put it in my TFSA now, so it becomes tax-free. So I just repeat the process. Securities transfer from the cash account to the TFSA account. I look for the symbol, which is ENO, right? Very easy. I have $595. Let's move all of it. $595. That's the amount. Continue. Confirm transfer. And bang, I just moved another $57.95.30. So let's take out that amount here. $57.95.30. I'm actually really doing this live for you guys today. So we're left with $64.84. $64.84. So let's go back to the cash account and see what else we could move. So I want to move something I'm not up on too much, and that is very high yield. So what sticks out to me is Automotive Finco. Automotive Finco, I have about a 12% yield on it. I do have a capital gain of $1,100 on it, which means I'll probably have to pay a couple $100, maybe $200 or $300 of capital gains tax. Not really a big deal. So let's move this because it's actually very close. $61.91, and I'm left with $64.84. So we'll move Automotive Finco as well. So same process from the cash account to the TFSA account. Next, the stock symbol. What is the stock symbol? I don't even know. Automotive. There it is, AFCC. I have 3,050 shares. We'll move all of it. Confirm. And bang, I just moved 61.91.50. So if we remove 61.91.50. Oh, crap. 61.91.50. I'm left with $292.85. So I'll probably just, contribute $292.85 in cash to it. I'm not going to move anything else because it's a very small amount. So there you have it, guys. This is my annual routine for both our TFSAs. You see how quick and easy it is. So now if I refresh it, I see that the Automotive Finco is at 0, the Financial 15 is at 0, the Innovalis is at 0. So after 2-3 days, this will actually go away. And if I look in my cash account, I have the stocks that I moved. Here's Automotive Finco, FTN, and Innovalis REIT. And if you just click on the activity tab, you will actually see the contribution amounts here, the contribution for each. So very, very simple and easy process, guys. There you have it. So there you have it, guys. This is pretty much what I do for our TFSA accounts every single January. I figure out how much I withdrew last year by using my December statement. Right? The December TFSA statement, guys, is literally the most important statement. It's really the one that has the most value because you will have your total withdrawals for that year. Also, keep in mind, when I say withdraw or withdrawals, I'm talking only about the dividends and distribution. So only the interest or the income that my TFSA is generating, right? I never touch the principal or what I actually put in. So once I figure out what my new contribution limit is, I transfer funds from my non-registered cash account to my TFSA account to fill up the room. As simple as that, right? So of course, if you don't have a non-registered cash account, you can simply contribute to your TFSA with cash instead. But if your TFSA is always maxed out and you have the rest of your investments in a non-registered cash account like me, you could simply transfer the funds from there, from the cash account to your TFSA account. Once that's done, the income generated by the funds that I moved, or that you moved from the cash to the TFSA account, is now tax-free, right? Because it's in your TFSA now, tax-free savings account. So another thing, don't forget that if you transfer anything that you're broken even on, or you have a capital loss on from your cash account, there are no tax consequences whatsoever, but you cannot claim that loss for tax purposes. So if you move a fund that you're down a couple $100s on, just like I was for FTN, if you move that to your TFSA, you cannot claim that capital loss. But if you move funds where you have a capital gain on, like Automotive Finco, like I showed you, the capital gain will be triggered in your cash account when you move it. So you will have to pay the capital gains tax for the 2022 tax year. It's just the way it is. There's nothing we could do about it, right? And the process is basically repeated every year, guys, which means that every single year I'm growing the principal in my TFSA, since I'm only ever withdrawing the dividends or the interest, right? So this is essentially what I mean, guys, when I say I'm growing my TFSA room every year, and it's getting bigger and bigger, because the more income it generates, the more income I withdraw throughout the year. So the bigger my contribution room is the following year. As simple as that. So I hope this video was useful for you guys. Please show your appreciation. Hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. And if you like this type of content, we're all about passive income investing for maximum passive income. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel not to miss out on future videos. Of course, we have a website. Make sure you check it out, passiveincomeinvesting.ca. That's where you could pick up my digital product, which I'm very proud of, the ultimate DIY investing package, which is on version 3 right now. Think of this tool or this package as an investing guide or a reference tool to help you build your own portfolio, whether you're Canadian or American. It has lists of funds, it has sample portfolios. It's a great product, it's not expensive, and the best news of all, it comes with lifetime updates. So I'm on version 3, but I expect a new version at the bare bone minimum every single year. So if all you need to do is buy it once, because you will, once the new versions come out, you will get that version for free. So you only got to buy it once. Also on my website, right there on the homepage, I do offer a one-on-one consultation service with me personally if you want more personalized help. So we have a 1-hour Zoom meeting with that. All the information is there on the website. I'll answer all your questions. I'll help you build a portfolio. I'll analyze your situation. I love doing them. I do about 4 to 5 a week. I meet people from all over the place. I really like doing it. So the problem is that the slots sell out very, very quickly. So just make sure you look at the little message on top of the calendar to know the current status of the appointments. And if you want to be aware of when the new appointments are going to be opened, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, because I do the announcement via YouTube, and also join our Facebook group, Passive Income Investing, because I make the announcement there. So join our Facebook group if you haven't already joined it. We just hit 8,000 members. It's a fun little group where people put their portfolio and they ask their questions. It's awesome. Make sure you join us there. And if you want to follow us on Instagram, if you want to know more about our personal lives and our personal day-to-day, follow us on Instagram. You could follow us there if you use that social media platform. So as usual, how do I leave you? Make sure to stay safe, stay healthy, and of course, stay passive. See you next time, guys.